CEOs, what's up? I have been before you like a couple of days this week. I've just got some really good stuff to share with you. So if you are watching this right now, then you're probably watching a replay. So hit replay so that I can still get a good idea of like when is a good time for these. What's up, CEOs? Who's with me? I see there's some people on in that notification. Yeah, who's with me? Can you hear me? Let me know, please, if you can hear me. I'm not getting any comments yet, so can you hear me? Usually if I put a comment, then all the other comments come in, but what's up? Let me know who's with me. It's good getting to see some of the people I haven't seen in a minute. I know that the January has been long and busy. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning, Corey. Yeah, you can hear me. Darius, good morning. What's up? How you doing over there? It's good to see you. So, loud and clear, okay. So, okay, today I'm going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart because I struggled a lot without having a strategy on how to buy cars. And I've done like probably, I think, over 250 strategy sessions right now. And when I talk to people, most of their struggle is this same thing. Okay, so it is time. What do we say? This year, it is time to no longer struggle. All the struggle is over. It's supposed to be easy. We're supposed to get to this money and have a great strategy to get there. So I got a lot of new people in the group. For those who don't know me, I'm Shamel, and I started this group and the Auto Dealer Business School to empower you to make a lot of money and sell great cars so that not only you are happy, but your customers are too. And today we're going to be talking about the business of buying and selling cars, how to buy cars for profit, how to buy and sell cars for profit, how to sell cars for profit, all of that. Good morning, Joel. What's up? So, CEOs, the business of buying and selling cars. There is a business to buying and selling cars. I know what you're thinking, okay? Because I thought the same thing. What is so hard about buying low and selling high, right? They give you the dealer only auction. That's where all the great deals are. All you got to do is get access, go to the auction, bid, take the car home, list it, boom, it's sold, right? How many times does it happen like that? I'll wait. Let me know. How many times does it happen like that? It does not happen like that because there is a business to it. There is a strategy to it. And if you do not have a strategy, then you're going to have cars breaking down on the highway. You're going to have cars not selling. Or if they do sell, it's because you deeply discounted them. You're going to lose money. You're going to have surprise problems like transmission and engine problems. And those are not the good kind of surprises, okay? You're going to have customers complaining. You're going to not get the title from the auction only after you've spent money repairing that car, right? So that's money you're not going to recoup, okay? And then you're going to, you buying a green light car because you feel like, okay, green light car is safe, I'm protected, only to realize you didn't know exactly how to protect yourself with a green light car, right? Am I the only one? Let me know if there is somebody else out there who can feel me. Have you had these things happen? Are these some things you fear can happen? Or are some of these things you didn't even think about can happen, but you're like, oh, I see how that can happen, all right? So this is what you can look forward to if you have a strategy to buy and sell cars. And I am looking at my notes. Yeah, Joel said yes. I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I give you exactly what you need to hear about this business of buying and selling cars. Fear, false evidence appearing real. I see you put periods in it, Joseph. Well, I don't know if this is false evidence because this is real talk. Okay, this is real talk. These are really things that happen and can happen. All right, so you need a strategy. Man, once I got a strategy, I just felt so different. The power of strategy brings peace. It brings calm, organization. It supports your mission, your purpose in life. It brings confidence. Okay, you sleep better at night and you make more money. Oh, that's something you fear, Joseph. Yeah. Because that's real talk. Like, that's really what can happen. So I get asked a lot. Like, most of the people ask me what kind of cars to buy. Okay. But not enough people ask me how to buy them. And that makes me concerned. And that is why I am here today doing this live, because I fear that people don't get that they have to have a strategy, and that concerns me, because that means you're losing money. That means, you are going to get burned, or you have been burned and you've lost thousands of dollars, or you will lose thousands of dollars. Okay. So if you don't know anything else, you need to know these 4 things about the business of buying and selling cars. Number 1 is how to pick the best ones, right? I think about it like fruit, okay? When I go to the grocery store, I do not buy fruit until I understand how to buy one that's gonna taste good. My dad taught me how to pick the best watermelon, because he loves watermelon. And he's like, I can't have you out here getting a bad watermelon, because that's just an atrocity. Like, you can't have a bad watermelon. So every time I go to the store, I hear his voice in my head about the 4 things that I need to remember when I'm picking the watermelon. I need to remember the stem, the color of the watermelon, the spot on the bottom where it's set on the ground, and the smell of it. Okay, that is a strategy. That is the same thing that you need when you're going to the auction to buy these cars. You need to know how to pick the best ones. You need to hear some kind of list run down in your head about, let me make sure I pick this, pick that, or, look at this, look at that, etc. Good morning, Earl. Okay, so you need some kind of strategy on how you are inspecting these cars to make sure you get the best ones. Are you with me? Do you hear me? Do you already have a strategy? Are you like, I didn't know I needed a strategy, but I'm going to get one now? Let me know in the comments, okay? Definitely need to know how to pick the best ones. And then second, how it is with anything is you need to know how to play the game, okay? What I mean by the game is the dealer only auction. It is the game. There are politics involved, okay? There is a system. There is organization there. There is a way that they do things, and you need to know how those things are done. You need to know how to buy cars. You need to know how to sell cars. You need to know what to do if your title doesn't come in. You need to know what to do if you're having issues paying for cars. You need to know what to do when you buy a green light car, a yellow light car, a red light car. You need to know what their limits are. You need to know how to return a car to the auction if you want. You need to know how to play the game. Okay, you need to know the players, and you need to be a part of that political system, because there are politics there. All right, so do you have any questions about those 2 strategies, picking the best cars from the auction and playing the game? Okay, while I wait for your questions, if there are any, the third thing is you need to know how to make your product attractive. Okay, getting it ready. I made the mistake in the beginning of thinking just because I had a car and I priced it cheap enough that it would sell quickly And that was all that mattered. And I'm here to tell you no. And you already know, if you're selling cars, you already know that that is not working. Like, that doesn't work. You can't make the car cheap enough if it is not attractive. Okay? Cheap enough means less than what you even paid for it. If you're trying to bypass making it attractive. So this is getting it ready. When I say attractive, I mean making it so that somebody wants to buy that car, is excited about buying that car, is like, dang, this is the best one I've seen. Like, I feel the most comfortable about this used car, because used cars in general carry a stigma. You know, most people want to buy used cars from private owners because they feel like that private owner can be trusted more. They know the history of that car, etc. So this is your competition, really. This is what you're up against. And I commend the states, the different states, especially Georgia, for making it easier for used car auto dealers to sell to consumers, because we were competing with the private seller because we had to pay sales tax and all that. So when they changed the law to TAVT tax, then that meant no matter who you bought from, you still had the same tax. And that was a good thing for used car dealers. But it don't mean a thing if your car is still not attractive. Okay, so you need to get that car ready. And what I would mean by ready is, I mean, do whatever repairs you're going to do and clean it up. And I know there are people out there who preach, don't touch the car, don't do any repairs, but sell it exactly like you got it from the auction. And that may work for them, but that doesn't sit well with me, because the people I sell to look like me. And the people who look like me already have a history of being, taken advantage of, being at a disadvantage, okay? Having issues establishing financial stability because there are predators out there, okay? And so that's why it doesn't sit well with me. I feel like I have a responsibility to my people. And because I have that responsibility, I'm going to be professional about what product I'm selling. And that is why I do the repairs. And that doesn't mean I get the cars back to perfect condition or like new condition, because you already know you can't do that with these used cars. You never make a dime, right? That's just not possible. So you have to know where to draw the line. What is enough? All right. So that's part of getting it ready. All right. So any questions about making your product attractive? Any questions at all? Are you guys with me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hear people saying that and I'm like, I like that. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you breathing in what I'm breathing out? Let me know if any of this is making sense to you, because I just want to make sure I'm on the right track. Okay, so talk to me. Let me know what's up. The last part of your strategy for buying and selling cars for profit is, okay, Earl says yes. All right, I got you. Okay. The last part of your strategy is how to tell people what they need is for sale. Okay, so this is your marketing part. And then of course, what I call like the customer care part, because in my strategy, the marketing and the customer care overlap, because once I market, now I'm taking care of my customer. Okay, because that's part of marketing. So yes, you need to have a system to market. It is not enough just to, say, well, I got a great car, I'm going to put it up, and then somebody is going to come buy it. Because the longer that car sits, if you haven't experienced that already, let me tell you what's going to happen. is going to affect your self-esteem. The longer that car sits and has not sold, man, your self-esteem is hit. It's like, dang, like, am I doing this right? Am I good at this? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? Like, each week that passes, you get less and less confident about what you're doing in your business. Okay, so you cannot allow your self-esteem to be hit like that. So it is imperative for you to have a marketing strategy that sells your cars quickly. And what I mean by that is you need to know how to reach the person you bought that car for. So quick story, I like Bonnevilles a lot. Not my car of choice, but they're a good sturdy car. You know, get them from the auction for a good price. Bought a Bonneville, and it was average person doesn't look to buy a Bonneville. But who buys Bonnevilles? Older people. Okay? Older people buy Bonnevilles. So then that means that if I'm marketing just online, it is going to take me a longer time to find and attract the correct buyer for that car, because that market is not online like that. So where is that market looking for cars? The newspaper. That's how they grew up finding a car for sale. They looked in the newspaper in the classified section. Are you feeling what I'm saying? So my point is, this is not just, I got cars, let me put them online and they should sell. I'm seeing some laughing emojis. Yeah. This is not just that. Like, you need to be strategic about where you're selling this car, because there is a specific type of customer buying this car. I buy a lot of Crown Vics. Okay. That is a specific type of customer. Okay, and I know you get my drift, so I'm going to move on. But do you understand what I'm saying about the marketing? You need a system to market. Okay, you get what I'm saying? You have any questions about marketing your cars online? Have you experienced that? Like, the longer a car sits, the less confident you feel about your purpose in life. The longer a car sits, man, I'll tell you, you be like, dang, is this really my business? Is this really what I'm supposed to do? Because I might not be good at it. So what I started doing is I started training people on just the business of buying and selling cars for profit. Okay. And Darius says that makes a ton of sense. Yes. And you have to think strategically about your business of selling these cars, okay? So I started training people on just that portion, because if you don't do anything else in your business, you need to master the buying and selling cars for profit. Like, that's 101. Yes, there are other parts of your business. There is actually the business of running a business, okay? However, with more sales, everything else is made easier. So let's get you to the point of more sales, happier customers, restful nights, sales flying, cars flying off the lot or flying off of your driveway if you have one of those offices and you're parking them at home. Okay, let's get you selling and selling fast so that you feel confident that you're doing it right and you feel like you want your business to grow. Because it's hard to feel like you want your business to grow when it's stressful, when it takes up so much time, when you don't feel peace about it, when it doesn't feel calm. Like, it's hard to want a headache to grow. Okay, am I right? Nobody wants headaches to grow. Okay, we only want good things to grow, right? Things that bring good things, okay? So, of course, you can set up your own system, all right, of buying and selling cars. Now you know you need one. And now you can go about the business of putting your own system together. Or you can partner with experience, with methods that have already been tested and proven. You can save yourself some time and some learning curve, and you can independently educate yourself on the system of buying and selling cars. And what I mean by independent is this is outside of like any structured program I have. So basically, you can invest in the business of buying and selling cars for profit, and you can go through the lessons on your own, and you can, master your own system and feel more confident about your business. So are there any questions about that? I'm looking to see if there's anything I forgot to mention. So even if you haven't been licensed yet, I did want to mention that. So it's like, who is this for? Of course, it's for people who are already selling cars. It is really important for you because this is your season. First of all, like, this is the 6-figure season. You can make 6 figures in these next 4 months alone. Okay, so if you're already in the business, you're already selling cars, get to your system together so that you can buy the better cars, sell them faster, and make all this money during the season. Okay. But if you aren't licensed yet and you want to eliminate fears, this is a good place to start as well. It is a good foundation to have, because that means when you are ready to start selling cars, you don't feel any hesitation. You feel like you know what you're doing. You got your sales system together, which sales is the heartbeat of any and every business. Okay. Sales. You have to have sales. Okay. And then for my seasoned folks out there who have been buying cars with no strategy, you already know you need some help. Like, you're probably borderline shutting down right now because you're like, this is too much. It's too hectic. It's too unpredictable. It's all over the place. So you need to contain what's going on so that you can have more mental clarity and space for other things in life, and you can move your business forward and want to grow it. Okay. So yeah, any questions about what you need in the business of buying and selling cars? And if you do, while I'm waiting on questions, if you do want to partner with experience and invest in the business of buying and selling cars for profit, for a limited time, I am also offering 30 minutes of coaching. Now, I'm doing that because I realized while doing this that the coaching is so valuable for you to get the most out of whatever it is that you're doing in your business, because there is not a one-size-fit-all solution for all the people. Okay, sometimes it requires a little bit of customized attention, specialized process, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're running into a challenge, don't feel like it's you, because it's probably not. You just need a little personalized attention. Get what you need so you can move on and be confident about what you're doing. Okay. And I keep saying that because it's very important to protect your mental health in any business, especially in this business, because you are providing such a valuable product for people. So it's very important to protect your mental health, especially for the people I tend to attract, because I tend to attract the nice guys and girls, okay, or women, the nice men and women, the nice people, the people who have a heart for people, the people who want to be somebody, okay? They just don't want to just make money. They want to be somebody. I tend to attract those people, people with purpose, people who feel responsibility for people, okay? And so for those people, one of the things I realized that's important for me to teach is how to set boundaries on where your responsibility to people ends. Yes, you do have a responsibility to your customers, but there is a point where that ends for you to protect yourself and your mental health. Okay, so if you're thinking that, oh, I'm doing it wrong, or this is hectic, or this is all because of me, this is only because of how I'm doing it, you are not alone. This is not just you. I went through the same thing. Everyone I've talked to in these strategy sessions are going through the same thing. So that's 250 plus people, plus you, plus me. Okay, so this is not a you thing. This is a strategy thing. This is get what you need thing. Okay, so get what you need. Any questions? Feel like I was on a soapbox. But I just feel like that's important because I don't need you feeling bad about yourself. No, good vibes only. It's just by happenstance that I have this mug today. Like, you need good vibes. You need to know that you're doing the right thing. And by you being here, that's the right thing, because you already know you need continuing education and you're getting it. Okay, so you're doing the right thing. Now get your strategy so you can set all these worries aside. All right, any other questions? Because I think that's my time for today. I'll try to keep these short, so people want to watch them. We don't have time to be watching a long video. But I just feel like it's a lot of great information. So I'm going to put the link in the description to the business of buying and selling cars for profit. If you want to take advantage, I'm not one of those people to say, yes, you need this. This is exactly what you need. This is the only thing you need. I understand that there are some people who feel like they need to do it on their own. And I feel like the people who this resonated with, who feel like, yes, that is exactly my next move, will take action. Like, it's not necessary for me to convince you that this is what you need. You already know if you need it or not. You already know what's missing in your business. You already know how you feel every day when you wake up and when you go to bed at night, and if you want to change that, and when you hear something that can change that. Okay, so I'm here if you want to change that. Lionel, thank you for your time, Shameli. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, no worries. So if you have questions later, if you sit with this and you're like, dang, what about this? What about that? Put it in the comments and I'll get back to you. And other than that, make it do what it do. Like, you make it happen. You're in the right place at the right time. This is the time. This is 6-figure season. I think I'm gonna start calling it that, because that's what it is. It's 6-figure season. So go make your 6 figures, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.